What do ghosts eat? Well, the ancient Greeks believed that the ghosts of their dead roamed for an eternity, consuming fields of the grey-white flower asphodel. Conversely, in Taoist parts of Asia, relatives lay out gifts of rice and bread for the spirits of their loved ones. Meanwhile, in the modern Western tradition, ghosts eat mainly goulash, dreaded wheat and spaghetti. So it all depends on your culture. Quizzing tonight, on my right, Thomas Ricklick, a software engineer who sings in a choir and enjoys fire dancing. Kate Pfeffer, an English graduate with a passion for interesting zoological facts. And their captain, John Howe, a PhD student who owns a significant collection of empty port bottles. United by a soft spot for serpents, they are the snake charmers. Are you all snake owners? Do they make nice pets?
No, Kate's the only one who has a pet snake, but Tom and Kate bonded over building a snake box that I had driven Kate to get from the shop. So it's an important part of the lives of the three of us.
A heartwarming tale. Welcome to the show. You are playing against tonight, on my left, Vikram Vasu, a financial services professional with a passion for London transport who enjoys watching time-lapse videos of London bus routes. Shrikant Narasimhan, an analytics consultant who once played the part of a cynical middle-aged tea vendor on a train. And their captain, Vinod Ganesh, a financial analyst who used a series of 10 quiz questions to propose to his wife. All experienced background actors, they are the extras, front of stage tonight. How are the nerves getting to you?
We're just glad there's a lot of vodka on the table.
Well, good luck. You won the toss, Snake Charmers, but in your first fiendish move, you decided to put your opponents in first. So, extras, please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
We'd like the twisted flax, please.
The twisted flax will be the first question of tonight's show. What is the connection between 4 apparently random clues? Shout next when you want another one. Here's the first.
Bubble, types of wrap, tea, types of bath, types of tea. Next. Indemnity. White double. What is the double bubble?
Indemnity.
Yeah. What is the double bubble? You know?
There's something.
Okay. You want to go for another? Next.
Yes, it's
all these can be prefixed by the word double.
Absolutely right. You didn't need to see the last one. Entendre. Can you think of a good double entendre, or shall I give you one? I'm just joking. They can all be preceded by double. Double Dutch, double bubble, that's a sort of way of being paid double time. Double indemnity. Double dating we could have had, which my screen tells me is an awkward social convention. I think that's the question writer speaking from experience there. Well done. Coming in after 3 clues, you get 2 points. Snake Charmers, what would you like?
Well, as we are the snake charmers, could we have 2 reads, please?
That makes perfect sense. 2 reads for you. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Ties from Nottinghamshire. They got a particular colour. Next, please.
the second Mrs. Lineker from
Are
Buckinghamshire.
they going to be called the same thing? Gary Lineker's wife. I don't know what she's called. You have to go next, I think. Next, please. They all just...
Hearts?
Oh, because is it...
Oh,
Oh,
knots.
it's not from Nottinghamshire. Right.
Box. Yeah.
Okay. So they're all something from something that sounds the same. So deer from Hertfordshire are hearts from hearts. Ties from Nottinghamshire are knots from knots. And things like that.
You're obviously right, and I'm going to give you 2 points as well. You didn't need to see the last clue. Wildcat from Lincolnshire. What it is they are county abbreviations and a clue to a synonym for that. So ties could be called knots, like knots, the abbreviation for Nottinghamshire. Gary Lineker's second wife, Danielle Bucks, from Bucks, and deer are hearts. And Wildcat from Lincolnshire would be...
Lynx.
Lynx, of course. So well spotted, a word question, and you get 2 points as well. Back to you extras, what would you like?
We'd like the Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. Everyone listening out for the jingle of the music question? Not yet. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Large white apple. Do you know any large white apple? Do you know any kind of names of apples? No. Next, please. Bronze bread.
Golden. Oh, golden.
Next, please. Are these like some kind of colours or something?
It's too obvious.
Large white apple. What could a large white apple be? Some kind of logo, some kind of statue.
Apples.
Next, please. Elephant, radish.
Oh, wait, these things aren't.
2 seconds.
All of these things are not actually what they are. So, large white apple is not an apple. Bronze bread is not actually bread. That's the connection.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So, Snake Charmers, you have the chance for a bonus point.
Are they all carrots?
They are not all carrots. Now, extras, you're right. They don't really exist, but what they are is something else, and this is a very nice, cryptic, only connect question. At the top is a breed of animal. The large white pig, the bronze turkey, Suffolk is a kind of sheep, Hereford a cow. Underneath, a sauce with which you might eat it. It's not a question for vegans, I'll be honest with you, it's not for vegans, but the question writer here, bloodthirsty, he's thinking that large white might be delicious with applesauce, bronze turkey with bread sauce, Suffolk sheep or lamb with mint sauce, and Hereford with horseradish. No bonus then, Snake Charmers, but you may choose a hieroglyph.
Could we have lion, please?
You absolutely could. There it is. The music question. You will be hearing the clues. What connects them? The first one is coming in now.
Since the days of old Methuselah, everyone
Next, please. Is this the Trollolololo song?
No.
Okay. Next, please. Is this Tutti Frutti? Oh, they have two-word titles where they've just changed the first letter of the first word to get the second
So
word.
like razzle dazzle, tutti frutti, they rhyme.
I'll accept it because they do change it in Tutti Frutti, but they change it for two letters, don't they? T to an FR. But the rhyming titles, what did we hear?
We heard Razzle Dazzle and Tutti Frutti and something else as the second one.
You don't know the great Dutch prog rock number Hocus Pocus?
No, strangely.
That's what that was. Razzle Dazzle, Hocus Pocus, Tutti Frutti, they all rhyme, and they do change the first letter in the third case to two letters. But well done. We don't often get an early buzz in the music question. Well quizzed. Back to you, extras, for a choice.
We'd like to go with water, please.
Water, OK. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Here is the Panama data. Next, please.
British. Also, something like government.
So it is Manuel Noriega, right? Or something else? Manuel, Polly. They all characters in
Maybe
40
it's also
towers.
some kind of
They all
Polly.
characters in 40 towers. Yes. Is that a Polly? Characters in Faulty Towers.
Good, brave, early buzz. They share their names with the staff of the great hotel Faulty Towers. Very well done. Talk me through the clues.
The first one is Manuel Noriega, and the second one is Polly Toynbee.
Who are these people?
Manuel Noriega, I think, was the dictator in Panama,
That's right.
and Polly Toynbee,
Guardian columnist.
Guardian columnist, that's right. What about the clues you didn't need to see?
last one is Basil Rathbone.
That's right. Basil Rathbone played Sherlock Holmes in many films. And you know clue 3?
Sybil?
It's Dame Sybil Thorndike, the actress, yes. Very well done. 3 points for the early buzz. Back on you, Snake Charmers, for the last question of the round. It will be the Horned Viper. And it is the picture question. What connects these picture clues? Here's the first.
Next, please. That's Hugh Dennis.
Dennis Merkel. Merkel
Angela
Dennis.
Hugh. Angela Hugh. Next, please. That's Theresa. Theresa May. So we've got Dennis May, Merkel,
Dennis Merkel.
or Angela Hugh and Theresa. Are they characters from something? Should we go next?
Yeah.
Next, please.
Austin's.
Austin.
So Austin Brontes.
And Brontes.
Do we have it?
2 seconds.
The Mitford sisters.
I like it. I mean, often the connection is the Mitford sisters, but sadly for you, not in this case. Extras, you have the chance of a bonus point.
We'll go with the Bronte sisters.
Well, that's not it either, although the fourth clue is the Bronte sisters. No. Now, I think you probably do know the answer to this. It's just a case of finding it. It's just the lateral thinking. They are the children of clergy. All of them had parents in the clergy. Angela Merkel, a Protestant pastor, was her father. Hugh Dennis' father was a bishop. They say that quite often about Hugh Dennis' father, a bishop. Theresa May, of course, clergyman's daughter. And the Brontes, Patrick Bronte, was the perpetual curate of Haworth for 41 years. So not that perpetual. Do you know how Charlotte Bronte spent her first earnings?
Was it on a pet snake?
It was not. It was on dentistry. I considered spending my first earnings on dentistry, but as you can see, I chose not to. That means at the end of round 1, the snake charmers have 4 points, the extras have 5. On to round 2, the sequences round. This time the teams may see a maximum of 3 clues because I want to know what would come fourth in a sequence. Extras, you'll be going first again. Please choose a hieroglyph.
We'll go with the twisted flax.
The twisted flax. OK. These clues will come in a sequence. You need to work out the sequence and then tell me what would come fourth. And the first one is coming in now.
Maximum one single Olympic winners for
The progressive record holder.
Yeah, that will be for the next one.
No, then who else is that?
Lily Games, some diving, swimming.
Next, please. Cook.
So it's something 2012, no, 2016.
Oh, this
Who
was-
won 2016, obviously.
2016.
Individual goals. Chris Froome.
British.
Chris Froome.
No, it'll be the other guy, the other cyclist. No, Laura something.
Okay,
Husband. Next, please.
2016 Poland.
2 seconds. Oh, I'm afraid the clock's run down. The time is up. So a bonus chance for you against snake charmers.
2016, Jason Kenny.
That's not it. What do you think the sequence is?
Most medals won by
A British Team GB athlete in a single Olympics.
It's not the most medals, it's the first medals. These are the people who won the first gold medals for Team GB at those Olympic Games. Chris Hoy and Nicole Cook, cyclists. Helen Glover and Heather Stanning. That wasn't actually cycling. Do you know the sport?
Rowing.
It was the rowing, the women's pair. That's absolutely right. And Adam Peaty, the 100-metre breaststroke, was our first medal in 2016. Which question would you like for yourselves?
Could we have Eye of Horus, please?
You certainly could. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
That's Madagascar,
Yeah.
I think, in purple.
And 4. Next, please.
3 New Zealand.
Madagascar. It's a number of syllables in the name of
Madagascar, New
islands.
Zealand.
It's a number of syllables in island nations.
So, what's an island
one.
nation that's one syllable?
There's got to be something. Otherwise, they couldn't have made the question. You should.
I can't think of one. Yeah, I can't think of one.
One on a picture of an island nation with 1 syllable in its name.
Now, because this is your opening heat, I am going to give it to you, and I'll tell you why. You have made the question more specific than you needed to. It doesn't need to be an island. I know you know what the sequence is, but the sequence is just syllables in country names. You have correctly identified Madagascar for 4 syllables, New Zealand for 3. At clue 3, we had Poland for 2 syllables. So actually it could have been any country. So if you can tell me a country whose name is 1 syllable,
France.
France, Chad, Spain, or my screen tells me Laos or Wales. But yes, it's 1 syllable country name. But because you spotted the sequence and refined it too far, the extra cleverness gets you the points. Well done. Extras, back to you for a choice.
We'd like to go for the water, please.
The water question. OK, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Largest red.
December.
Largest and red. Okay. Next, please. Second largest, mauve purple. What is this?
Fourth largest, I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
Any guesses? No, mauve purple, red. Next, please. Second smallest, orange, brown. Mauve
Is this
purple.
snooker balls?
They're not different sizes, right?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
else is different sizes? Some other
Planets.
These are the colors in which the planets
You've got to
are
say the fourth.
I want to know what comes forth in the sequence.
yellow. Fourth smallest, yellow.
I can't accept it, I'm afraid. So another bonus chance for you, Snake Charmers.
Yeah, go for it.
Smallest white.
Not it. Smallest turquoise blue. I might have taken green. This is a question about banknotes. It's the colours of current banknotes in England and Wales. The largest, the £50 note, red. Second largest, mauve purple. £20 note, tenner, orange brown. And I wanted to hear smallest turquoise blue for the £5 note. So nobody spotted that one. Snake Charmers, your own question.
Could we have 2 reads, please?
You certainly can. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
18 October.
Okay, next.
Yeah.
Next, please. Oh, no, it's planets, because it's Neptune, Uranus, and then Saturn, Jupiter, but they're missing the first, or it's either the last 4 letters or... Oh no, it's the last 4 letters, so it's going to be ITER. We happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
5:ITER.
Is the right answer. Very well done. What's happening here?
We are going inwards with the planets from Neptune, but only showing the last 4 letters.
Last 4 letters of planets moving towards the sun. I mean, quite clearly, the question writer has come up with this because he wanted to put the word anus on screen. This is what you need to know about our question writers. They are the kind of people that in their 40s still type 80085 into a calculator because it says boobs. I mean, they are so delighted that those clues have come up quite, you know, it's simply planets. Don't write in, it's simply the names of planets with the first letters taken off, moving towards the sun. A rigorously intellectual question, very well spotted over there. Back to you, extras, for a choice.
We'd like to go for the lion, please.
OK, the line is all yours. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
The number of letters that are common.
Percentage.
BB.
The word 100%.
2 and 8.
Yes. The word 100. The word
No.
yes.
Yes,
The letter
yeah.
A.
Hello.
100%.
The letter A, 100%. Colon 100%.
And why would that be?
The
Percentage of A's in the name of the band.
I'm afraid that is not mathematically correct because there are 7 letters in garbage. I mean, it's not the answer. I was thinking whether I could give it to you, but 25% of the letters in garbage aren't A's. So I must show the third in the sequence to the snake charmers for a possible bonus.
They were 3. The Beatles, 100%.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. And why do you say that?
It's the proportion of the... It's 4-piece bands, and it's the proportion that's either men or women, and I wasn't sure which way to go.
What do you know about the makeup of the cause?
Not very much,
I
as
see.
it turns out.
Well, you're right, but it's women. You guessed the wrong way. The cause are Andrea, Caroline, Sharon and Jim. So 75% female. Garbage, 1 female member. ABBA, 2, of course. So we need a 4-piece band. 100% female. We went with Little Mix, who won the X Factor. Unlucky. So you don't get the bonus, but you do get the last question. The horned viper waiting there at the end again, coiled up in the laundry basket, waiting for you. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Science.
Could be
Next.
STEM.
Yeah,
What's M?
mathematics. You did it, Tom. Mathematics.
Is the right answer. And what's happening in this sequence?
It's the STEM subjects.
That's absolutely right. Science, technology, engineering, mathematics, the STEM subjects. Very well done. And that means at the end of round 2, the extras have 5 points. The snake charmers have 13. Time for the connecting wall now. 16 jumbled up clues that the teams need to sort into 4 connected groups of 4. You'll be going first this time, snake charmers. Would you like lion or water?
Could we have lion, please?
Yes, you could. You've got 2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
Okay, so they're a crested penguin.
Oh, we've got characters from Buffy.
What are
Oh
they?
yes, of course, Xander, Willow.
Spike, Giles, Angel.
Yep.
Is that-
Finally, Buffy comes up.
There's
Bearded dragon,
also
crested
there's
dragon. Oh, Setter.
So, what are the penguins? Are they penguins?
I don't know. They're something.
there's also Gerald Scarf. Is that his name? The cartoonist who did the wall. You get a red setter, a weeping willow. Oh, bearded tit,
tit.
willow tits, blue
Blue
tit,
tit.
crested tits.
Yeah.
So
3 lives now. Choose with care.
Searle. Searle is a name of someone. There are names here. Brooke, Scarf, Searle, and
It's soft block.
soft block. It sounds like a way of doing something.
Kitchen tidy.
Dig in.
Red Setter.
What's Libero? Do we know? Is that? Oh, is that an app? Is Libero an app?
Could be.
Could be.
Anagrams or anything? Soft block could be an anagram.
No, it's not. I'm fairly sure it's not. Could be an anagram, anything interesting. I think these 2 are. Oh, these 3 I think are all cartoonists.
So Libera is probably the last one.
Probably.
Setter, dig,
Although it could
tidy.
be setter.
I mean, we've got 3 lives, don't we? So
Yeah.
You've got a minute left.
let's go for them.
Okay, I'm going to try
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
You've got one more life.
Should we try scarf with the others then? We've got
Scarf
those,
is
that's our last.
So,
Should we try it without? Did we try it without libero?
Yeah.
yeah. I think tidy and... So I... Well,
Just go for what you think.
That's it. You've solved the wall. Very well done. So that's 4 points for the groups, and I'll give you more points for the connections. The first blue group, Xander or Xander, Giles, Angel, Spike.
these are all characters from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Apparently so. You said at last Buffy comes up.
It's the only thing I know so much about. It's like my provisional mastermind category.
Well, I'm delighted to be of service there. And the green group, Crested, Blue, Willow, Bearded.
These are all tits.
It's absolutely Christmas in the question setters department. They are delighted. They are all tits, Crested, Blue, Willow and Bearded. Well done. And the next group, Soft Block, Dig, Libero, Setter.
Crosswords.
They are terms in volleyball.
Oh.
I get they don't play volleyball in Buffy, that must be it. And the turquoise group at the end there, Brooks, Scarf, Tidy, Searle.
I believe these are all cartoonists.
They are cartoonists. Peter Brooks in the Times, Gerald Scarf, the great Bill Tidy you weren't sure about, and Ronald Searle, he did the St Trinian's drawings, all cartoonists. So that is 4 points for the groups, 3 more for the connections, that is a total of 7. Let's bring the extras in now, give them the other connecting wall and see what they can do about solving it. You'll be getting the water wall, you have 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
Pockets of lozenge is a type of cut, right? Like brilliant, diamond, all these are cuts of diamond. Lozenge, maybe one.
Antwerp rose. Okay, black spot base. Snooker turns. Snooker turns pocket.
And pep cushion.
Try something
Okay, wait,
else.
these are all Dickens characters. Magwitch, Havisham,
Canker.
and okay. Anyone else?
D maybe. Okay.
D.
You leave canker out.
Okay,
Leave
let's try the snooker again, yeah?
Magwitch can be
Sure, let's do pocket,
pocket, cushion,
black spot and D. And D.
Okay, leave pocket out.
leave cushion
Leave
out.
cushion out. Leave black spot out.
No. Walk? No. Canker? What else could canker be? Some kind of nut or something like that,
Yeah.
right? Okay, let's go.
A seed. A pip is a seed.
Yes, correct.
Answer right. D seed, rust seed, bok. What could rust be?
Okay, say something.
Rust is
Bok.
some kind of.
Okay, this we have to get. Black spot. Base.
Cushion. Black spot D.
You've got a minute left.
Black spot. D.
D.
Pocket and cushion.
That's what we tried first.
Oh.
Okay.
Pip.
Rust belt. Pocket belt.
I sure about canker. These two can't be
What's
anything
a
else. These two can't be
Yeah,
anything else.
Yeah. Pip. From
Pip can be a seed or something, right?
Bok.
30 seconds.
Rust base. Rust base.
You put C in front.
Pocket.
Rust.
And canker and pocket.
Black spot.
Black spot. Crown
10
ball. Pip.
seconds.
Canker.
Pip canker.
Black seeds.
What else haven't I tried?
Oh, that's it, the time's up. So close. But you found a group, that's great, and I'll give you another point if you tell me the connection. Lozenge, Antwerp Rose, Brilliant Princess.
All these are cuts of diamond.
They're cuts of diamond, you got that very quickly. And you can still get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find, so let's resolve the wall. There it is. Pocket, Miss Havisham, Pip, Magwitch.
These are all characters from Charles Dickens novels.
They are. Can you be more specific?
Great Expectations.
They're all from Great Expectations. The problem with Dickens is anything. I mean, I've got Canker, Black Spot, Bays, they could all be characters, but it's Pocket, Herbert Pocket from Great Expectations. And the next one, Cushion, Balk, D, Bays.
These are all terms from billiards or snooker.
Those are the snooker terms. And the last group, Rust, Black Spot, Crown Gall, Canker.
Types of erosion.
Yeah,
types of erosion of material.
Yes, what sort of material?
Plant material.
Plants, exactly. They're erosion or diseases that can befall plants. That's the one you didn't spot, but you were so close with the Dickens. Pocket was the problem. But well done, because you found a group and the full 4 points for the connections. That is a total of 5. Let's have a look at the scores going into the final round. The extras have 10 points. The snake charmers have 20. So a bit of ground to make up, but it can be done in round 4, where points are taken away as well as given. This is the missing vowels round. Fingers on buzzers, teams. I can tell you that the first group are all things that are worth 2 points. Answers worth 1 point. Don't know this one. It's a safety in American football. Next clue. Snake charmers? No, I'm afraid not. You lose a point. Extras, do you know?
Double letter score in Scrabble.
No, you're close. It's D-tile in Scrabble. Next clue. Snake charmers?
Conversion in rugby union.
Correct. Snake charmers?
15 in cribbage.
Correct. Next category. They played the same character. Snake charmers?
Richard Harris and Michael Gambon.
Played Albus Dumbledore, correct. Snake charmers?
Gene Wilder and Johnny Depp.
Played Willy Wonka, correct. Extras?
Michelle Pfeiffer and Anne Hathaway.
Played Catwoman, correct. Extras?
Marlon Brando and Robert De Niro.
Correct, Vito Corleone. Next category, long-running BBC radio shows. Snake charmers?
World of One.
Correct. Snake charmers?
Any answers?
Correct. Snake charmers?
Yeah.
Well done. And that's it. It's the end of the quiz. And I can tell you that the winners and through to the next round with 26 points are the Snake Charmers. In second place, extras, you have 12 points. Now, I think that may not be enough to get you into our highest scoring losers. But if not, thank you so much for playing. It was absolutely lovely to meet you. And well done to you through to the next round. So that's it. And I leave you with the thought that tonight's show is not yet long enough for the slot. It's still not long enough. It's still not long enough. It's still not long enough. It's long enough. Goodbye.
On Monday night, St Edmunds College, Cambridge take on Magdalen College, Oxford for a place in the second round of University Challenge at 8 here on BBC Two. Coming next, how does your garden grow? We're choosing foliage over flowers and planting fruit in pots. Gardener's World on the way.